Hello everybody, and a warm welcome to Berringer, and I have a layout update for you, and today's theme is a continuation of the last update, which is Let's Get Together. I hope you're having a lovely weekend, and as you can probably have seen, if you've seen any of my last videos, I went to the Diesel Gala yesterday on the Watercress line, so if you've been, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you haven't, then check out the video. And that was yesterday, and today is work day on the railway, and we'll start with a crammed Berringer station, as all the layout and work has been done at the other end. But I'd just like to point out our latest recruit, and here it is on your right. It's the 416 EPB, and it's red on this side, head codes, but on the other side I managed to put some numbering on it. The numbering came actually from my vet, so I took a couple of numbers out and I put them on the other end of my EPB. Next to that we have my 47474, and across from that is another emu, and that's my forcep. And on the back of that, there's right on the far left is some coaches on the NSE rake Mark 1s. The engineering train is on the back of that, and then we've got our rail tour with the rail tour 25 on it, and in the siding we have the 47 in Emperor South East livery, and at the head of the queue we have the 37506. The other end, we have our 108 parked up, and that's at Offerdene Hill. At the new shot end, nothing has been done at all as yet, because I've actually been working in the intermediate bit, which is a little fiddle yard bit, and this bit is still relatively the same. But before we get to the main bit, you might be able to see it, but I do take a camera shot down the end here, and you can see that I've basically bridged the gap between the ramp and the fiddle yard, and I've just created a little mini embankment there. And as we go further down, you'll see the whole crux of what I've really been doing is basically creating a little back wall, and also now trying to blend in what is the canal scene with the rest of the layout. So obviously it's not going to stay like this, but this is just the sort of preliminary beginnings of bedding it all in. Again, this bit is also a lift out section, so it's not built onto the layout itself, it's just another little module. Basically, because of this flat isn't mine and it's rented, it's a case of if at some point I have to leave, then obviously these modules can be lifted and taken away with me and either disposed of or reused on another layout or something. So that's kind of how that's going to work. I just need to sort of pin that one down on that corner there, but basically it just sits in there. As you can see, it's kind of it's just in the same way as on the other side here, where this bit just kind of pops out to get to underneath. So that's what this side's going to be. It's going to be exactly the same. So if I need to get it, I can just lift this up. So that's what I've been doing. So I haven't done a huge amount, but then again I did spend yesterday all day at the Diesel Gala, so but this is quite fiddly and time consuming work, and I've had to sort of sit here and work out. If I just sort of pan out, you can see just how much it has done today. This is all scrap wood, basically. Scrap wood and mod rock that I've had left over to create all of this, so as far as expense is concerned, it's not a huge amount as yet, but I am going to have to buy some paint for the sky, some paint for the earth, and then just build this section up. So we've got like this whole country section here, and like I said, on the other bit here we have an embankment just being built up here, and that will be sort of treated in the same way. So yeah, and then I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen here exactly. I think it's still going to be 4, but I wasn't sure. My original plan was I was going to take the outer line right the way across to sort of that end there. It didn't seem to make a huge amount of sense in my head about where it was going to go, because I didn't really want to start where I was going to put the braces for the bridge work and everything like that, and it was actually going to come out like down there somewhere or something like that. So I wasn't quite sure with the canal being up here how it would look, and so I decided just to leave it like that. But I might do something like that at some point, maybe at the other end of the layout or somewhere. So that's how we're going to leave it, because obviously you've got because originally where this number 5 is, that's where the bridge was going to come across. But then it was going to be a lot of hassle trying to fit it all in and trying to work it out how it was going to go in here, so I decided against it. And I decided to sort of dedicate this end of the layout as the country sort of scene, and with a couple of villages just dotted down this end. So that's why the 2 DMUs are over there, because obviously I was working down there, I didn't want to get them damaged. So so this is a couple of there's a bit of bushes that I'm going to sort of tack down somewhere else and stuff like that. So that's all I've really pretty much done today. So thanks for watching. Feel free to comment and subscribe as always, and I'll just sort of pan out a bit and I'll sort of leave you with a view of how it all looks. And hopefully by next week there'll be a big difference in terms of how it's going to look, and hopefully we get this all blended in nicely enough, so when I do some camera shots down the bottom here, it will look pretty realistic, hopefully. So take care, feel free to comment and subscribe as always, like I said, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon. Bye for now.